Good afternoon, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. Thank you for joining the court docket this afternoon. If I could have everyone remain on mute just for a few minutes, that eliminates the background noise while I call the docket, okay? When it's your turn, I'll have you unmute at that time, okay? Thank you. And just so everyone is aware, we are currently live streaming on YouTube, and that's in order to comply with the open courts provision of the Constitution. There is no outside recording allowed, so we ask that you please comply with that request. Also on the call with us today are two court clerks from Olmos Park and Mr. Dixon, the prosecutor. Again, thank you for joining the docket. This is a 1:45 p.m. docket for City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. I'm going to go ahead and call the docket. If you're present, please unmute and let me know that you're here, okay? Thank you. Joseph Joel Barrera. Joseph Joel Barrera. Justin Clay Brown. Justin Clay Brown. Alan Wayne Buckley. Alan Wayne Buckley. Chloe K. Cannell. Chloe K. Cannell. Eric Corbin. Eric Corbin. Ricardo Davila. Ricardo Davila. Omar de la Cruz. Omar de la Cruz. Eric De Leon.
Right here.
Thank you. Amanda DeRue. Amanda DeRue. Michelle Dominguez.
I'm here.
Thank you. Kevin Duran. Kevin Duran.
I'm here.
Thank you. Layla Moon Eford. Layla Moon Eford. Sonia L. Flores.
I'm here.
Thank you. Orlando Garcia.
Present.
Thank you, sir. Ramiro Garza Jr. Ramiro Garza Jr. Jose Gomez. Jose Gomez. Mia Guidry. Mia Guidry. Lisa Gutierrez. Lisa Gutierrez. Dennis L. Hernandez. Dennis L. Hernandez. Victor Lara. Victor Lara. Annabelle Lopez. Annabelle Lopez. Julian Lopez. Julian Lopez. Selena Lopez. Selena Lopez. Emilio Lozano. Emilio Lozano. Joey Lee Lissy. Joey Lee Lissy. Diego Marquez Medina. Diego Marquez Medina. James Martinez. James Martinez. Javier Medrano. Javier Medrano.
I'm present.
Thank you, sir. Abel Mendoza. Abel Mendoza. Joseph Miller. Joseph Miller. Aaron Mireles Mendoza. I see you're there, sir, but I'm not getting any audio. Mr. Mireles, if you could log out and log back in. I don't have any audio. I cannot hear you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna log out again.
There we go. I heard that.
You got it?
I got it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Thank
Okay, thank you. Mohammed.
I'm here. Present.
Thank you. Alexis Moncrief. Alexis Moncrief. George Navarro. George Navarro. Eluid Palos. Eluid Palos. Rodrigo Quilantan. Rodrigo Quilantan. Julia Tatiana Reyes. Julia Tatiana Reyes, Louis Frank Siriani Jr., Louis Frank Siriani Jr. Okay, thank you, everyone. Just a few preliminary instructions before we get started. If this is your initial appearance, and for a lot of you it is an initial appearance, when I call your name, I'm going to ask you how you plead on your case or cases. You have three options. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case or cases. If you plead no contest, you're not contesting the charges. However, you're also not admitting guilt. You're just seeking to resolve the case or cases today. Again, you're not admitting guilt. You're just not contesting the charges and want to resolve the matter today. That's a plea of no contest. If you do want to contest the charges, you would plead not guilty. That would then go to the next step, which means you would be requesting a trial by judge or a trial by jury. That is, again, a not guilty plea. You do have a constitutional right to a jury trial. That means the case will be heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park. You have the option of waiving a jury trial and instead having a bench trial. That means the case would be heard by me or another judge in Olmos Park. Those trials will not take place today. They will be scheduled for a later date and time. You will, however, have the opportunity today to visit with Mr. Dixon, who is the prosecutor, and you can talk to him about any facts that you think are in question. At that point in time, we'll move forward with a pretrial hearing at a later date and then schedule you for the trial setting. Okay, again, that's a plea of not guilty. Some of you or most of you are probably here with traffic violations, moving violations that you may want to keep off your driving record. And there are some options to do that. The first of which is the driving safety course. If you have not taken that in the last 12 months, you may be eligible. You must have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance. There are court fees that you must pay, and then you must pay for the cost of the course separately. And the defensive driving is only available for one violation. Okay. The other option that might be available to you is deferred disposition. That's an unsupervised probationary period, anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There is a fee associated with that must be paid. And then there may be some additional requirements placed upon you during the deferral period. If you successfully comply with the terms of deferral, the case will be closed out and will not appear as a conviction on your record. Okay. If you are a commercial driver's license holder, you are not eligible for the driving safety course or the deferred disposition option. Okay. If you need a payment plan, if you would like to request community service hours and extension on your payment, etc., I'll be happy to talk to you about those things individually when it's your turn for your cases. Okay. I will get started. There may be some of you that may be speaking with the prosecutor. If that's the case, you will be sent into a breakout room with him. So look for the notification to pop up on your screen. All right. First up, I have, let's see, Mr. Eric De Leon.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. What about you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Let's see here. You have a charge for speeding, 31 and a 25 mile per hour. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And then you have defective exhaust emission system. How do you plead on that?
Oh, that I had already sent an email out and they had verified it. I already got that one fixed.
You corrected that issue?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you submitted something to the court?
Yes, it says dismissal for deferred disposition.
Do we have a record of that?
Yeah, I have the email right here with me.
Okay, let me see. Valerie or Myra, do we?
No, ma'am, I'm still showing both cases pending.
Okay. And Mr. De Leon, you're sure it was with our court?
Yes, both the tickets were with the same court.
You have a copy of the email from our court? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And it says the case was dismissed?
Well, it says dismissal for deferred disposition. If I'm right, that's what the case should have been.
All right, could you forward us a copy of what you're looking at so we can make sure we're all looking at the same thing?
Yes, to what email?
olmosparkcourt@gmail.com.
Okay.
All right, so why don't you do that and I'll come right back to you. I'm gonna move on for a minute, okay?
All right. It
Okay,
should be around anytime.
okay. Next up, Michelle Dominguez.
Yes, ma'am. Hi.
Hi there, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay.
Okay, let's see here. Expired operator's license. Let's see. How do you plead on that case?
Well, no contest. And I apparently were given 2 other notices to appear in court. If you can see the date when I had the expired license, I was actually picking up my daughter from a prep program over at Trinity. It was late at night. I was alone and I got stopped. I did not know my license was expired, but it happened about 5 days before lockdown. So then I apparently got a notice, which I didn't know I had a notice, and I guess it was sent to my old address. I never received it.
Okay,
Then there was another notice. I'm kind of taking you guys through it because there was another notice sent to me, but then that same day, my daughter went missing. So I was busy and I found the police were involved. She had a psychosis event and we were at the hospital. So that's why, and I'm a teacher. So it's really like, I'm trying to take you guys through the reason why, because if I was given a court date, I would have been there.
Okay.
I was told that I could submit. And then of course I got my license done the following day. So March 3rd, the license was done. And then I was told, go ahead and send a copy with $20, a check. So then I got this other, so I thought it got all resolved. And then I got this notice to appear again. So I'm kind of walking you through the unfortunate chain of events that occurred.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of giving you guys some background. So it's been kind of a heck of a year for me.
Yeah, that's probably
and
an
with teaching,
understatement.
so,
Probably an
yeah.
understatement.
Yeah.
Okay, so the violation date was last March, on March 2nd. On March 3rd, you got your driver's license.
Correct.
And you submitted the payment recently, is that correct?
Yes, I submitted the payment thinking, and life happened, and I don't know how I did not submit the payment till recently. I thought I followed up with you guys. You guys said y'all never got it. So I was like, oh my God. So I sent it to you guys.
Okay.
So I don't ever know what happened to the first payment.
Okay,
So,
and just let me check something. Valerie or Myra, we do have payment that we received on this case of the $20?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
yes, Mhm.
Okay. All right, ma'am, I'm gonna go ahead and accept that and we'll close it out, okay?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank
All
you,
right.
because it has been a journey with my daughter. She's a senior and she got diagnosed with a mental illness last year of school. So it
Oh.
has been heck.
Well,
to say the
best of
least.
luck to you and I hope things get better, okay?
Thank you so much.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
Have a good day. You take care now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Did we receive an email from Mr. De Leon?
Yes, Judge, but that is from San Antonio Municipal Court.
Mr. De Leon, did you hear that? Mr. De Leon, you're on mute.
Sincerely, San Antonio Municipal Court.
Okay,
Mr.
I
De
heard
Leon?
that.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
All right, so did you hear what the clerk said? The emails from the San Antonio Municipal Court, which is different from our court, which is Olmos Park Municipal Court.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now we're still dealing with the defective exhaust system. How do you plead on that?
No contest.
Okay, all right, and how did you want to take care of these two?
Well, how can I take care of the exhaust if I had already showed proof that I bought the part?
All right, I'm gonna have you speak with the prosecutor and hopefully you can work these two out real quick, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll let you visit with Mr. Dixon. Next up, I have Kevin Duran.
Yes. ¿Habla español?
Sí, hablo español. ¿Cómo está?
Muy bien, gracias a Dios. ¿Usted?
Muy bien, gracias.
Qué
¿Tiene
bueno.
un tiquete por no tener el cinturón? ¿Eres culpable
Ajá,
o culpable?
sí, soy culpable.
Ok. Otro por no tener licencia, culpable o no culpable.
Sí,
Y luego, final, no tener aseguranza, culpable o no culpable.
sí.
Ok. ¿Y ahora tiene la licencia o no la tiene?
No la he sacado, no he tenido tiempo por el trabajo
Ok.
y, y
¿La puede
la aseguranza ya la saqué.
en su nombre?
No,
No. Ok. ¿Y la licencia la puedes sacar?
sí. Sí, de hecho, por como yo no le sé mucho así, es por sacarla por online y eso, me va a ayudar una muchacha, ya consigo una muchacha que me ayudara para
Ok.
sacarle la. De hecho,
Ok.
aquí trabajo cerca de mi casa y pues me dan ride para acá.
Ok. Si puedes sacar la licencia, va a estar mejor para que no salga esto en su record, ¿ok?
Ok, muy bien.
Ok. ¿Y la aseguranza no está en su nombre?
No,
Ok. Ya cuando saque la licencia, si puede sacar la aseguranza también. ¿Ok?
ok, muy bien, sí, claro que sí.
Ok. Bueno,
De hecho, la camioneta no le había puesto aseguranza porque apenas se la estoy pagando a un amigo y no la había manejado porque la tenía en el taller y ese día manejé y se me olvidó el cinturón y pues ahí pasó todas las cosas.
ok. Ok. Así que va a ser la multa por no tener licencia 154, ¿ok?
Ujú,
¿Ok? Y tiene que sacar la licencia durante los 6 meses, ¿ok?
ok,
Y luego la aseguranza, tiene que sacar la aseguranza y en su
a mi
nombre
nombre.
ya cuando saque la licencia lo más pronto posible, ¿ok?
Sí, claro.
Y va a ser 325, ¿ok?
Sí,
Tiene que mantener la aseguranza. Voy a mantener la aseguranza por 3 meses, ¿ok?
sí,
Pero ya cuando saque la licencia, la va a tener
la
que
cambio mi
mantener.
nombre.
Ujú,
Ok,
¿ok? Y si puede pagar esas dos cantidades, no va a tener que pagar por el cinturón, ¿ok?
¿para cuándo sería más tarde? No poder estar dando pagos.
Sí, puedes dar pagos. Puede dar 80 en total para la semana que entra, el día 16,
Ajá,
¿sí?
ok.
¿Ok? 80 y luego va a hacer pagos durante los 6 meses.
Ok, muy bien.
¿Ok? ¿Sí?
Ok, estaría bien.
Ok, así que 80 para el día 16 es el próximo viernes.
Ok, muy bien.
¿Ok?
Es en
El Prado.
El Prado se llama la calle,
Sí,
por la Macalo, ¿verdad?
ahí cerca.
Ahí donde estaba por la policía, creo que sí sé dónde.
Sí, ok.
Ok, muy bien. Sí hay preguntas, pues no conozco, pero como quiera hay pregunto.
Ok, así que 80 y luego va a ser plan de pagos
¿Sí?
entre los 6 meses, ¿ok?
Ok,
Y
muy bien.
tiene que enseñar pruebas de la licencia y de la aseguranza,
Ok,
¿ok?
ok.
¿Alguna pregunta?
Nada, todo bien.
Ok, ok. Bueno, nomás pase ahí por la corte el día 16 para hacer el pago.
Ok, muy bien.
Ok, es todo. Que pase buen día.
Gracias igualmente.
Gracias, adiós.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Judge, I've got an agreement on De Leon.
Okay, go ahead.
He's no contest on the speeding, 180 days deferred, a $203 fine, $40 down by next Friday with a payment plan for the balance. And defensive driving is a condition in 5 months, and dismiss the other one. He complies.
Okay. Mr. De Leon, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes,
And you are in agreement with the prosecutor on those terms?
yes, I am in agreement.
Okay, so make sure you make your payment by next Friday of the $40. You'll be placed on a payment plan for the balance. And make sure you comply with the terms of the deferral, including completing the class. And the other case will be dismissed, okay?
Okay, and how much time do I have to take the class?
Within 5 months.
Within 5 months, okay, and to do the
So-
payment, will it be online?
The $40 payment,
Yes,
the initial payment, you can mail that in, drop it off in person. If you want to pay, the minimum online is $100.
okay,
So you can either mail it in or drop it off.
all right.
Okay? Any other questions?
Yes, will this still be on my record or will it be taken off the record?
If you comply with the terms, if you make your payments on time and complete the course, it will not go on your record and the prosecutor will dismiss the other one. So that will not go on your record either.
Awesome,
Okay? But you have to make your
yeah.
payments and complete the course.
all right,
Okay?
all right,
Okay, you're free to go. Just make sure you make that first payment by next Friday.
all right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Next up, I have Sonia Flores.
I plead not guilty.
Okay. Would you like to visit with the prosecutor, ma'am?
No,
Okay. You want to trial by judge or jury?
jury.
Okay. Very good. We'll send you notice of when that setting will be, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Orlando Garcia,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you today, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Let's see here. You have a charge for defective stop lamps. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And then failure to maintain financial responsibility or insurance. How do you plead?
Well, it wasn't my vehicle, so I don't know what to plead. I mean, what do I do? I mean,
Okay. Was the vehicle insured?
apparently I didn't find out until I was pulled over when I called the person. And they told me they didn't have any, so she didn't tell me.
Okay.
And so I had a,
Okay. Do you have
I
any
have-
insurance of your own?
I don't, ma'am.
Okay. All right, sir. I'm going to let you talk to the prosecutor about those two cases, okay?
Okay,
All right. Just hang on a minute. He'll be with you shortly.
all right, thank you.
Thank you. Javier Medrano.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, ma'am?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm looking at some notes here that you were, let's see here. You appeared this past February, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you talked to the prosecutor about a plea bargain?
I talked to you, ma'am, I think.
Okay, well, let's see here. Okay. So 234 and 6 months, and then I'm sorry, 6 months probation and 5 months to get the driver's license?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you on the status of that?
I already got my driver's license and I also did my driver's course.
Okay, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
And can you make the payments that you owe today?
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to pay them now, so I was just gonna come here and then like kind of expected you to tell me on how to
Okay.
do it.
All right, just a minute here. Myra or Valerie, I'm looking at 234 on the DL, is that right? For a deferral?
Yes, ma'am. 6 months deferral.
Okay, and then the condition was a driver's license?
Yes, ma'am.
And then the other one was going to be
Plea bargain.
dismissed by the prosecutor, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, Mr. Medrano, so it looks like you owe $234. We will need a copy of your driver's license that you obtained, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And then we'll place you on that deferral.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so can you make that payment of $234 by next Friday, the 16th of April?
For sure.
Okay, very good. So by next Friday, the 16th, pay the $234. That'll get you started on the deferral. We'll also need a copy of your insurance. I'm sorry, of your driver's license. And for the next 6 months, no moving violations, okay?
Yes, ma'am. And I wanted to ask, where would I go to do the payment?
Okay, you can do that by calling the court and they can take a payment by credit card over the phone. There is a fee. to do that, or you can mail it in, or you can stop by in person to make that payment.
If I go in person, where would it be? In the court?
There, the address is on El Prado Drive, right off
Okay.
of McCullough. Okay,
Yes, ma'am. Okay, sounds good.
all right, any other questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, make sure you make that payment by next Friday, and then we can start your deferral.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds
right.
good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you
Have a
very
good
much.
day. All right, thank
You
you.
too.
Bye. Thank you. All right, next up I have Aaron Mireles Mendoza. Mr. Mireles, you're on mute. You have to speak a little bit more loudly. Mr. Mireles, I can't hear you.
¿Se escucha?
Sí, pero está muy
Sí.
bajo el volumen.
Ok.
Ok.
Oh, es que lo tengo en la speaker. Ok. Sí.
Ok.
¿Ya me puede escuchar? Ok.
Sí, está mejor.
Ok.
Ok, tiene un ticket por no tener seguranza. ¿Eres culpable o no culpable?
Ese día no tenía, pero el siguiente la tuve que sacar. Sí,
Ok.
soy culpable.
¿Y la licencia? ¿Culpable o no culpable?
Ese sí soy culpable.
¿Y otro ticket por no pararse en un alto?
Ese, puedo decir no contest porque el policía estaba en la mera esquina, pero la única manera que podía ver si venía un carro era adelantando, o sea, hice el stop, pero tenía que adelantarme poquito más para ver porque él estaba en la mera esquina del stop.
Ok.
Pero eso fue todo, o sea, no puedo creer que me pasé un stop a un lado de él, enfrente de él,
Ok.
sino que no miraba. Fue
Ok.
todo, pero como lo quieran poner, pero digo
Ok.
no contest.
Bueno, muy bien. Y luego otro por el vidrio que estaba muy oscuro.
Pues no sé, nomás me dijo que estaban muy oscuros.
Ok. Sí, no sabe cómo, si eres culpable o no culpable.
Puedo decir no contest.
Ok. Y luego el otro por, a ver, ¿cómo se dice?
Creo que el ruido de la
Que
camioneta,
estaba
De la
defectuoso.
misma.
del ruido, ¿verdad?
Sí. ¿Eres
Pues
culpable o no culpable?
es que no sé cómo pueda decir que es un ruido muy fuerte
Ok.
cuando, o sea, no entiendo yo cómo puedan.
Ok. Quiero que hable con el fiscal porque son muchos tickets, a ver si él puede.
Sí, ese día de cuenta nomás me dijo, tienes de esto, te voy a dar de esto, te voy a dar de esto, así en
Ok.
5 minutos me dijo, me empezó a dar tickets.
Ok. Bueno, si
Y
espera un
¿está
momento,
bien?
el fiscal va a hablar con usted, ¿ok?
Ok, está bien.
Ok.
Muchas
Espera un
gracias.
momento. Gracias.
Sí, señora.
Judge, can we bring back Orlando Garcia? He wasn't sure how to come back,
Okay.
and I do have an agreement on him.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Frank.
Judge, on the Mr. Garcia, he's going to plead no contest on the stop lamp with a conviction and a $150 fine.
Okay.
And I'll dismiss the other one. Now, he's going to need about the most liberal payment plan we can get, Judge. He told me he was homeless in the not too distant past. He might get evicted. He's not sure if he has a place to stay. He does have a job now that he just got, pays $12 an hour. So whatever we can do on the payment arrangements, I told him I would share that with you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Mr. Garcia? You're on mute, sir.
And it was a borrowed vehicle, Judge, just so you know.
Right, that's what he was trying to explain.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. I can hear you now, Mr. Garcia. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So the prosecutor made an offer to you. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes, I am.
All right, sir. And you need a payment plan for that amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you make an initial payment in, say, a week or two, or you need some additional time to make a $40 payment?
In about 2 weeks, because I just started the job, so it would take about 2 weeks with my paycheck.
All right, so 2 weeks, you can pay $40?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then how much time do you think you'll need to pay off the $110?
Well, as much as possible. I mean,
Okay, so just so you know, once I extend it past 30 days, there'll be another $15 fee added to that, okay? Okay,
so after 30 days, you said?
right. After 30 days, okay, once I extend your payment past 30 days, I have to add a $15 fee by law, okay? So
Okay, so,
in total, you will owe $165.
okay, unless I pay the 110 before the 30 days?
Correct, but I understand that might be difficult, so otherwise I can just spread it out and you can make, say, $20 payments until you're paid off,
Yes, ma'am.
okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right, you're welcome. So I'll just put down $20 payments until you're paid. And then there'll be that time payment fee, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, if there's any difficulty in getting the $40 in 2 weeks, just pay whatever amount you can pay in 2 weeks to get you started,
Okay.
okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then you're free to go. Just make sure you make that one time, the initial payment on time in 2 weeks, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, very good, sir. Good luck to you. Take care now.
Gracias.
Thank you. Myra, are you able to go into a breakout room or you want to do that at the end?
I'd rather do it at the end, Judge. It's okay.
That's fine. Thank you.
Mhm.
Mohammed?
Hello?
Judge, on that one, that first case, that salvage title operation,
Yes.
I'm dismissing that. That's if anything, it's a class A, so we can't handle that one.
Okay, so the first one is dismissed. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Mohammed, did you hear that?
What? I'm sorry.
There are 3 violations pending.
Yes.
The first was operating a salvage motor vehicle. The prosecutor's dismissing that one, okay? So that
Okay.
case is moving for a dismissal. Then you also have failure to signal turn. How do you plead on that one?
I'm not sure about it. Because it's kind of like happened when I was going in circle, it was loop, and then there was a gas station next to it. I just went in.
Okay. All right, and then you have the display fictitious wrong license plate. How about that?
I did send it that picture of the correct
Plates, okay.
plate. Yeah, I did
All right.
email that to the Olmos Park.
Okay, let you talk to the prosecutor about those 2 that are still pending, and hopefully you can get them resolved today. And I see that you did submit some photos of some paper plates, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, speak with him. He'll hopefully he can help you out on these 2 tickets, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, I have Mr. Siriani.
Yes, Judge.
Let's see here. Looks like you appeared last month and you were going to take the driving safety course. Is that right?
Yes. I don't have a better excuse. I forgot, and so I think I was supposed to come and pay y'all first, and then I get instructions to sign up. And we were driving from New Mexico to San Antonio, and I wrote it down and then I forgot. What I was hoping for is a little bit of leniency, and I can send in the payment tomorrow and get it active and get it done.
Okay, very good. So yes, I'll give you time to get that sent in. So it's $144 for court costs. All right, once we receive that, we can process that. We'll also need a copy of your driver's license and insurance. Okay, so you can either drop that off in person or mail it in. All right, and then once that's received, we can process some paperwork. We'll get that sent to you, and then you will have 90 days to complete the course.
That sounds great. Thank you. And is the address on the notice that y'all gave me?
Correct.
Okay.
It's on El Prado Drive, yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, you're very welcome. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to send in that payment. Make sure it gets there on time. And then, like I said, wait to receive the additional paperwork from the court before you take the course.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good day. Take care now. Bye-bye. I'll call the docket again.
Okay,
Joseph Joel Barrera. Joseph Joel Barrera. Justin Clay Brown. Justin Clay Brown. Alan Wayne Buckley. Alan Wayne Buckley. Chloe K. Cannell. Chloe K. Cannell. Eric Corbin. Eric Corbin. Ricardo Davila. Ricardo Davila. Omar De La Cruz. Omar De La Cruz. Amanda DeRue. Amanda DeRue. Layla Moon Eford. Layla Moon Eford. Ramiro Garza Jr. Ramiro Garza Jr. Jose Gomez. Jose Gomez. Mia Guidry. Mira Guidry. Lisa Gutierrez. Lisa Gutierrez. Dennis L. Hernandez. Dennis L. Hernandez. Victor Lara. Victor Lara. Annabelle Lopez. Annabelle Lopez. Julian Lopez. Julian Lopez. Selena Lopez. Selena Lopez. Emilio Lozano. Emilio Lozano. Joey Lee Lacey. Joey Lee Lacey. Diego Marquez Medina. Diego Marquez Medina. James Martinez. James Martinez. Abel Mendoza. Abel Mendoza. Joseph Miller. Joseph Miller. Alexis Moncrief. Alexis Moncrief. George D. Navarro. George D. Navarro. Eluid Palos. Eluid Palos. Rodrigo Quilantan. Rodrigo Quilantan. Julia Tatiana Reyes. Julia Tatiana Reyes. Mr. Dixon.
I've got an agreement on Mohammed, Judge.
Okay.
He's going to plead no contest on the license plate charge, 30 days deferred disposition, and a fine of $131. And he can have it to be paid. He says he can pay it right away, but due by 1 week from tomorrow.
Okay.
And then dismiss the other charges.
Very good. All right. Mr. Mohammed, are you in agreement with that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. So your payment will be due by the 16th, but you can pay it anytime sooner than that. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, and have a
good
nice day.
Take care
Bye-bye.
now. Bye-bye. Frank, we have Mr. Mireles Mendoza. He's number 31. Myra's going to go in with you, I believe.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. I'll go speak with him.
Thank you.
it's not letting me.
No.
I'm gonna stop the live stream and I'm gonna go